For decades, tough on crime advocates, the private prisons, the bail industry, and law enforcement unions, all organizations that profit of taking away your liberties, they sold us a false narrative that more police, stiffer penalties, and more people locked up in prison made us safer.
The newly elected Los Angeles district attorney is facing backlash for his new policies, including ending cash bail and the death penalty, as well as lessening charges against those accused of violent crimes. Our next guest, who made a name for himself as a lead prosecutor in the high-profile case, child abuse case of 8-year-old Gabriel Fernandez, is speaking out against the new policies and says he will continue to prosecute child murderers to the fullest extent of the law. But will he even get to prison? Joining us now is the deputy district attorney, Jon Hatami. Jon, these series of rules that this guy is putting out are horrifying. Does he have the support of the citizens of Los Angeles?
First, thank you for having me, and I think the answer is no. It is flatly no. He's acting or stating that he has some sort of support from all sorts of individuals in Los Angeles. But I think most of the people who voted for him had no idea, absolutely no idea what he was going to try to do. He's trying to affect cases involving child murderers, child rapists, very, very serious cases of people who were murdered, killed, tortured. He's not just talking about cases involving marijuana or cases involving low-level crimes. He's talking about very serious and violent crimes. So I do not believe the people knew when he ran what he was running on and what he was going to do.
He was the former assistant chief of police under William Bratton. I mean, for a guy to come from the police side to be so lenient on crime and criminals goes against logic.
It's shocking. And what's so shocking about that is most police officers care about people. They care about victims. They care about their community. They're compassionate. They show empathy. And the new DA has no compassion for victims. He has spoken to no victims. He has spoken to no victims in my cases or any cases that I know about. And so it's unbelievably shocking. I deal with child abuse investigators, and they are very, very compassionate with the children. They're very, very compassionate with the family members. And I'm completely shocked.
So a ban on sentencing enhancements, a ban on seeking the death penalty, a ban on juveniles being tried as adults, and of course their push to get rid of cash bail. It's been a horrific move here, getting rid of cash bail, emptying the prisons. It's almost as if he's got the New York agenda, which has failed spectacularly, and he's bringing it to Los Angeles. What's behind this?
I think George Soros, and I think, George Soros doesn't live here. He's not an Angelino. He doesn't have children here. He doesn't have a family here. And all these policies, which actually go against the people and go against the law, they're going to affect children. They're going to affect children of color. They're going to affect children in lower socioeconomic areas. They're going to affect people who live here. And he doesn't care because he doesn't live here. And so people on the outside funneling money into Los Angeles to push their agenda is just not fair. It's not fair to the normal person.
I can't thank you enough for joining us, and I think we just got to keep a spotlight on this. Jon, and I appreciate what you're doing. Keep going to bat for the victims. He's got an agenda no one can figure out, but he's putting attorney generals in major cities all across this country. Jon, thank you so much.
Thank you.